Oh my god, another trailer released this week. The trailer for the third episode of Digital Circus just premiered. Let's watch it. Hey beautiful people, I'm Julie, and the trailer barely starts and it's clearly shown that this new episode will be taking place in a haunted mansion. Something that I already theorized here with you guys. And man, this Amazing Digital Circus logo is awesome. Reminds me a lot of Luigi's Mansion games, which I love, but I think that is also a reference to the 90s TV series called Goosebumps, mainly because the trailer has a VHS filter. Then we see the humans inside the haunted mansion, and we can see the mansion is pitch dark, really giving a scary vibe, something that doesn't bother Jax at all, but it does affect Pomni, who as always must be crapping her pants. And for what we can see, Zooble will again miss out on this Caine crazy adventure. Then there is a scene of Pomni and Kinger spying in this room, maybe looking for a hidden treasure, or that maybe this new adventure is for searching for some special item to defeat a boss in the mansion. And look who decided to show its face. That goes from the first teasers, and probably this little fella will be guiding the humans, something that seems to happen in every adventure, which makes sense, because if they got lost inside the world or get into some serious trouble, they would need an NPC to aid them. The next scene is Caine presenting the new adventure for all the humans, which is the mystery of the Mildenhall Manor. Maybe this mystery will be about some murder that took place in that mansion, and the humans will have to look for clues and find out who did it. Because remember that ghost that had some sort of hat? Maybe it was the victim. Well, we just have to wait. Then we see a scene of Caine with Zooble while they speak in the background about not wanting to join another stupid adventure. He will probably give them the psychological support to understand the reasons why Zooble doesn't want to engage this adventure. And guys, just a note, Zooble is gender neutral, so I'm calling it by the pronoun they, okay? Man, this scene of Pomni with these big eyes was the most cartoonish thing I've ever seen in this trailer. Seriously, this is awesome. Just like in the old cartoons like Tom and Jerry and Looney Tunes. For a few seconds, the trailer focused on this part, which I think is the attic of the house. But it's so dark that I don't know if it's in the house or somewhere else. Then another scene of Pomni desperate to get out of that place, which become a remarkable trait of her, always wanting to flee from where she is. At some point, Pomni opens this drawer that contains many spooky photos, which remind me of that flesh and bone creature that the artist Trevor Henderson draws to this day. Don't Google it if you don't have the stomach for it. Maybe these faces are the real form of the ghosts, not like that cute form from the start of the trailer. Or maybe they're from another types of ghosts. And here we have a missing poster, and by taking a closer look, we can see that it shows 3 real men. Humans with X's over their eyes. Guys, take a look at this 3 men and those 3 ghosts in the wall on the left. Maybe this is a clue, like if those 3 men, which would be deaths, died in this mansion and came back as ghosts. Or maybe the 3 of them turned into a glitch? I don't know, but feel free to comment down below your theories, okay? Pomni opened another drawer, which contains these old movie tapes, used in projectors to exhibit in movies. But it was so dark that I had to brighten the image. So, editor, if it gets too dark to see, would you kindly lighten up the image? After this, we have these big eyes staring at Pomni, which I think it's Kinger's eyes. But I must confess, at first, I thought it was Caine's eyes, the ones that observe it all. In the next scene, we have Kinger's pillow fortress, probably to protect him of something or someone. Jax has this vacuum cleaner, which reminds me a lot of Luigi's Mansion, where Luigi uses one to suck the ghosts in, indicating that they might have to suck the ghosts too, or maybe the ghost, who will for sure be the boss of this adventure. And of course, we have to have Jax messing with Pomni. Man, I know the creator mentioned that Jax doesn't care for no one, but why does he mess so much with Pomni? Sometimes I think that he's in love with her. The next shot is from Kinger, desperate because he's missing one of his eyes. That would have happened after the scene that he's holding a shotgun. Since everything is dark and with this green glow, maybe Kinger accidentally pulled the trigger and ends up hitting his eyes. I mean, I'm not a gun expert, but I think that is not the way to hold a 12 gauge. Then we have Caine going nuts over Pomni, as always. But this part here is very interesting because it shows that Pomni is kinda scared of what she's seen. And in this left corner, we see Jax looking like a demon, with this menacing smile and spooky look in his eyes. Maybe this mansion will mess with people's head or even show them their greatest fear. It would be interesting to see that, since it is a haunted mansion after all. And what to say about Kinger with these pity eyes? I don't know what he's seen, but it really stunned him. Seems like he is even glowing. Maybe it's one of the bugs that he always talks about, or something that remind him of his past. Because I don't know if you noticed, but in this episode we'll be more focused on Zooble and Kinger. According to the creator of Digital Circus herself, Caine is treating Zooble, and by their face, everything seems to be going well. Kinger and Pomni are in this dark place. I don't know if that's a plushy skull thrown in the ground over there, and if I saw correctly, it seems that Kinger was protecting Pomni, pulling her behind him. After a scene of a pitch black place, where we can only see Pomni and Kinger's eyes, and by the looks of it, the girl must be at a near mental breakdown state, or cursing a lot for being stuck in a place like that. A scene of Caine using his powers to pull Zooble, which should have happened before that therapy scene, when they said that they wouldn't be taking part in any adventure. And look, this is really creepy. A body is laying there. Probably was one of the scenes that I mentioned that it could have been a plushie thrown in the ground, remember? I think that it was this body right here. Maybe it is one of the deceased men with the X's in their eyes, or maybe some local decoration really. For what I understood, the girl is trying to get a shotgun from the body. I think that it is the shotgun that Kinger will use further in the episode to shoot someone. And moving forward, we have this head as a decoration on the wall, which reminds me a lot of the creature in the photos that Pomni found on the drawer. And I'm gonna say it, this episode will be really scary. And another scene of the dark room with the green glow, but with Pomni making this scary face, without her pupils. Maybe she is being possessed by some sort of evil ghost. And again, focusing on Kinger's face, but this time he is scared by something right in front of him. Maybe the mansion is showing him something from his past, or some personal fear of Kinger, like Queenie or his human version. It would be really cool, huh? I even zoomed his eyes so I could see something, but it was useless. If you guys have some other theory, comment down below. Then we have Zooble getting mad at Caine, who probably doesn't really care for their feelings and must be interesting, and they take part in the adventure. And they're like, I don't want to. And take a look at Zooble's new look. A hand looking like a Lego piece, and the other one is this little glove from those old cartoons like Mickey Mouse and Bugs Bunny. But the thing that I liked the most was that pink horn that they got. Maybe Zooble is secretly My Little Pony fan. And then we have the release date, October 4th, meaning that this is really close. And the voice at the end of the trailer are just some jokes from the narrator, saying that he was teleported to a mean freezer, following by a voice who seems to be from Bubble, saying hey. And as the creator already said once in her Twitter, each episode will be focused on a different character, this one being Kinger and Zooble. And maybe we'll understand a little bit more about these two, or even something about their past. So much that forward we have an episode focused on Pomni and Jax as a couple. I mean rivals, having to work together, I think. But that's all folks. Tell me which are your theories for the next episode and which are your expectations for it too. I think that it will be an easy 10 out of 10. Thanks a lot for watching till here, and hasta la vista!